And welcome back to 3M Arena at Mariucci. We've got Stanstead College against Team Illinois. Stanstead, their second game of the day. And for Team Illinois, this is their first game of the weekend. Making the trek up here from Addison, Illinois. We're in the whites. They'll be moving right to left. Quick shot, Stanstead. Stanstead, they had a loss earlier this morning. They lost to Northwood 3-2 in overtime. Led 2-0 in that one and just could not finish off the Huskies. So we'll see how things turn out in their second attempt of the day to get a W. Stanstead wearing the road reds. And here they come the other way, leading the rush this time. Charlotte Lebrecht. And it's going to be Team Illinois turning, sending it all the way down. No, they're going to say that puck was tipped. That's Chloe Ahrens, number 5, with the shot all the way down. But hustling in is Maddie Bryant, number 23 for the Team Illinois squad. Stanstead going to go with Ava D'Alessandro in net for this one. And number 67, Maria Duffer, the goaltender for Team Illinois. Interesting, you look down late in warm-ups, and Duffer was standing kind of in the neutral zone, and looked like she was just staring down at the other end where Stanstead was warming up. And I don't know if that is something she traditionally does or it's just kind of an oddity, but trying to psych out the opponent or something. Rebound in, and she's going to make a couple of saves there. Maria Duffer, class of 2006, going to Stonehill for her collegiate hockey. Illinois, can they get this one out of the zone? No, it's kept in that time by Stringer. Not for long, however. As Stanstead able to get that puck out. They control back across. There's the trailer from way out. And not the cleanest of saves, but a save nonetheless. For Duffer. Looked like she kind of got that with the left pad and then quickly got the mitt down. There was that split second with the puck there. And a couple of red sweatered Stanstead College varsity players on the doorstep. Stanstead's going to keep this one in. Another opportunity, another save, this time by Duffer. Labonte. Emily Labonte that time for Stanstead. Technically, this is termed an exhibition game here of JWHL hockey. Stanstead trying to go through the zone. They're just going to dump that one in. Went off the stick of Zonin. Team Illinois can't quite get it out of the zone that time as well. Another shot, another save. Duffer. The young lady's been busy early on. Couldn't keep that one in the zone with Stanstead. And here comes Team Illinois. I think just their second time into the offensive zone against Stanstead, and they're not going to be in there for long. Yeah, Stanstead brings it out the other way with Charland. 21, Zoe Charland. And gets past Zoe that time all the way down. They're going to say it was tipped, no icing. D'Alessandro just steers that one to the side. Good aggressive forecheck that time. But this time by Team Illinois. I believe that is number 12, Ellie Close. If I'm trying to read that number correctly from up here. Up near the rafters of Mariucci Arena, or 3M Arena at Mariucci. Puck does score it out just at the far post. The blue line. Looking down towards the goal. Face off. Be just outside the blue line. It's at early stages of this one between Stanstead and Team Illinois. Grennan for Stanstead, number 17, Annabelle Grennan. 1 goal, 5 assists coming into the weekend. Opportunity in front. That hit traffic. That might have hit her own player that time on the shot from Stanstead. And coming the other way is Team Illinois. Not for long, however. As regrouping is Stanstead. Big collision there between Stanstead player and number 27, Zoe Rose. And I think Rose is going to sit for 2 minutes. Yep, they are going to get Rose. It's going to be a checking call, I presume, or interference. It will be roughing, actually. Okay. 4:25 into this one. First power play of the afternoon to Stanstead. Stanstead, who I presume will be heading home after this game. Their weekend will be completed here in Minneapolis. Long shot. Duffer fights that one off, but nonetheless did not go in. That's the most important thing. And she grabs that one as it still has not crossed the line. Try to get some crisp passing that time by Stanstead. They will keep it in the zone. Walking through, Duffer kicks that one aside. Good quick reaction that time by the netminder. Get that left pad out on that one. Back into the zone. Potential 3-on-1 if they hurry. Back across on a goal. Pretty passing play. Makes it 1-0 Stanstead. And it's going to be Aubin from Tremblay. And we'll see if they add a second assist on that one. But 5:24 power play tally. Stanstead taking the lead. Ooh, big collision there along. You can hear that big thud echo through cavernous Mariucci Arena. I mentioned we've got a couple more coming up after this one yet. 6 o'clock tonight, you've got Northwood School against Shattuck St. Mary Prep. Also at that same time, Shattuck St. Mary's 19U squad will be taking on Naha White. And then at 8 o'clock tonight, the Minnesota Ice Cougars against Team Illinois in a non-league matchup between those two squads. And then tomorrow morning, Team Illinois is going to take on the Pacific Steelers. Boy, a lot of play spent in the Team Illinois zone. Stanstead has come out, and do I say on fire because they have red jerseys. I don't know if we can get away with saying that. First red and white, or I said very Wisconsin looking here at the University of Minnesota, which, you know, big rivals with those folks from Madison. That one dumps back into the Team Illinois zone, and they will be forced to regroup and going to lead the rush this time for Team Illinois. Julia Matke from her defensive position. And Team Illinois unable to get anything set up offensively this time down the ice. And they'll come back the other way. Hustling down. Stanstead with Lebrecht for Stanstead. She'll get that one back, and she's going to be taken down. No penalty upcoming there. Maybe a bit of a surprise. Back, or trying to center that out front, and it was cleared out of harm's way. And Team Illinois able to poke that one out into the zone of Stanstead. Aggressive on the forecheck that time. Kendra Heiser. Heiser nearly making something happen for Illinois. Instead of Stanstead coming the other way. They are on sides. Shot. Duffer kicks that one aside. And again, in deep is Lebrecht. I mentioned a few times, Lebrecht should play at Holy Cross. Illinois all the way down, should be an ice. Official's arm is in the air. Whistle to mouth. We have the tweet. 8:31 gone by. 1-0 Stanstead. Pressure for Team Illinois. One of the few times we've seen thus far. Eva De Alessandro. That's nothing past. Good hustled all the way down that time by number 9. That was Zanin, I should say. Kept in. And a shot got deflected on the way through. A hard battle into the boards. We got a takedown in the corner. I think that's 2 points in wrestling for a takedown. Back into the zone. And number 20, River Kirk, trying to get things going for Team Illinois. Backhands it out of the zone. All the way down. Was not tipped. Icing is the call. Mentioned Ava De Alessandro back in the net for Stanstead. 168 on the goals against average. Save percentage of .916 in her 6 games of action. Cicely Harnum, the other netminder. Got a couple of games under her belt this weekend here in Minneapolis. There's a deke at the blue line. Tipped that one just wide. I'm not sure Duffer ever saw that one coming through because of that screen in front. Battle down low on that far side. Rose. Long blast. Duffer steers that aside. Rebound off the outside of the net. Back in front. And it looks like Illinois is going to be able to clear this one out of the zone. They can. It will be via an ice, however, as Sophia Berg sends that one all the way down as we pass the halfway point of this opening period. Face-off will be to the right of Maria Duffer. Quick shot through the crease. Nobody there to tip it in wearing red. And looks like a very similar play. Going to try that once again. Unable to get anything going that time. Tremblay. She'll get the puck back at the left end of the circle, I should say. I was going to say she got it back at the left point, worked her way in. Those of you that seen any of these Stanstead games know how good number 8 in red is and seems to be all over the action. Another shot. Duffer couldn't get the control of that one after the initial save. But puck comes out of harm's way. And Illinois looks to break it out. 3-on-2 potential. Maddie Bryant leads the rush in. Neve Johnston in as well for Team Illinois. 23 and 25 respectively. And one of the few mistakes thus far for Stanstead as it's an icing. Puck will come all the way back in their own zone. After D'Alessandro, that faceoff was going to be to her right. Illinois trying to get something set up. This is Rose up top. She's going to send it down low. Heiser. That's Kendra Heiser, 24 in white. And out comes the Stanstead College varsity girls prep. Deep into the zone. A little more physicality behind the play. Some bumping and shoving and no whistles. And Rose going to get things going. Little out by Heiser that time. 16 will dump it in. Caitlin Dill. She's a Norwich commit on this Team Illinois squad. But coming the other way, Stanstead with 8 minutes to go in the first. They've got a 1-0 lead on that power play goal by Lori Aubin. Illinois trying to get that long outlet pass. They were trying to get Grace Taylor kind of leaking behind the defenders there at center ice. Instead, it's going to come back the other way. Duffer, another save. Hopefully we'll get a shots on goal total after the period. Way offside was Team Illinois as Barr brought it in, but Taylor about a stride over. 7.5 to go in this opening period from 3M Arena at Mariucci. Tremblay kind of powers her way in. Sierra Southcott maybe on the receiving end of Tremblay's advance. But as it is, Taylor's going to lead the rush for Illinois. Oh, they were on sides. Shot D'Alessandro. Steers that aside, gets the rebound aside as well. D'Alessandro gets slid into, but we shall play on. That was Chloe Ahrens who lost some footing trying to get into the crease. Nothing malicious there at all. Illinois going to bring something out of the zone. They've got a little momentum here the last maybe 90 seconds or so. Can they keep it going into the Stanstead zone? 3-on-1 battle right at the half wall. In there alone is Kachagad for Team Illinois. She's going to play at Chatham. She's a 2026 grad. Punches it out. Yes, no, they actually did not. Mackey able to keep that one in. Quick shot. Off the stick that time of Kachagad. And all the way back out to neutral zone. We just had Team Illinois just had to get over a little bit of the case of the butterflies or something. Definitely picked up. Whoa, look out. Huge crash hard into the end boards. And we've got a player that she has definitely digged up. That was Julia Matkey. She hit hard. No penalty. I don't know. She might have just lost a blade going in. I can't say that with certainty. She is definitely hurting. You can hear her throughout the basically barren arena. Thankfully, she's moving her legs. Yeah, we're waiting. Looking around like, where is the trainer that is here? He's just sitting on the behind the bench of Stanstead, waiting for a signal. And he grabs the neon bag. This is the trainer. And going to be, I think, getting onto the ice surface. It pops over the board. And we've got a trainer heading down to take a look at Julia Matkey, class of 2027. Very concerned teammates looking on from Team Illinois. A couple of them down on one knee. Looks like Mackey's trying to get up on all fours there. And good to see Julia up. Going to need some assistance to the bench, definitely. Well, hopefully it's just a case of maybe she kind of got the wind knocked out of her and she slammed it hard into those boards. And it's like the trainer is staying with her over on the bench for Team Illinois. Team Illinois coach is talking to the officials. Not sure if they thought a penalty should be called or what exactly that was about. Sanya Sonda, the coach for Team Illinois, as we go back to hockey. And it looks like they are going to take Mackey back to the locker room area. Oh, wishing for the best for Julia. As Team Illinois dumps this one back into the zone for Stanstead. Illinois stopped turning around that time. Opportunity, Johnston. Johnston 25 in white. Putting on some good pressure for Team Illinois as this period has gone along with 5 minutes to go, I should say, in the first. 15 elapsed. Incidental contact out at center. Nothing coming out of that. And just dumping that one down the ice is Team Illinois. Making a change behind the play. Stanstead able to bring it out. This is number 9, Zonin. Keisha Zonin. Shot from way out. That hit traffic in front. I think it was Rose that got in the way for Team Illinois. But it stands there with an opportunity. No, couldn't get the shot off that time. Nice defensive play by one of the Team Illinois players right in front of the net. Looking down, and I'm thinking it might have been number 16, Caitlin Dill. 4:22 to go in the first. 1-0 Stanstead. We'll have a brief couple of minute break after this period. Neil Zamboni after the second. Shot, big save. That was Duffer. Duffer's going to get a chance for another save. This time it'll be via the glove. Face off to her left. Annabelle Grennan back at the point with one of those shots for Stanstead. But she is back at the point right now with Julia Sharp. And Illinois just going to try to dump it around far side boards. Aggressive play by the forwards for Stanstead. They're going to come near side again. Duffer. And she gets run into by Tremblay, and a little shove from behind on Tremblay. That might have been Rose that bumped into the Tremblay, but we keep on going down to the other end. Out angle shot, count it! Caitlin Dill. I think D'Alessandro thought she had that post, but that was a nice high shot by Dill. 1-1. Team Illinois gets on the board. (16-15). We got a few Team Illinois fans in the building. Like, about 15 or 20 people kind of sitting behind their bench. A lot of them out with cameras. So 1-1 our score, 3:17 to go in the first. Here's Tremblay for Stanstead. Illinois can't quite get that one into the zone. Instead, it goes back into their zone, where they are able to poke it out this time. Just pushed it ahead a little bit. Stanstead trying to get some momentum back on their side as they dump it deep into the zone off the stick of Charlin. Charlin had a goal in that game earlier today. We said there was a Stanstead loss to Northwood. Way up. That was blocked on the way through. Gets it right back, though. Zonin. Rebound in front. What a nice move that time. 2-1 for Stanstead. College varsity. With 2:24 left in the opening period. And I think indeed it was 24. Dior Stringer, I believe, was going to get credit for this one. So that goal comes 1:21 after Illinois had tied it. By the way, on that Illinois goal, it was going to be Caitlin Dill from Kendra Heiser and Isabel Humus. And actually, it's Charlie Pampelon with the goal for Stanstead. Assist to Morgan Barbosa and Keisha Zonin. Time of that one, as we said, 17:36. All the way down. Icing will be the call. Well, it's the best way you can respond if you were Stanstead. Team Illinois gets that one, maybe gets a little momentum on their side. After Dill with that really nice shot for Team Illinois. And he goes short side. Rolls will punch that one back in. Stanstead will try once again to get out of their own zone. This time they'll go right side after. Going to say they were offside. One of the stripes on the far side making that call. So face off just outside the Team Illinois blue line. Johnston to draw with Charlin. Here comes Charlin, 2-on-1 potential. Charlin shot that was way wide of the net. I couldn't tell if that was supposed to be a pass or she was trying to go far corner. She had a player coming down that right side. Regrouping, good pressure. This is Johnson to force a slower than planned getting out of your zone for Stanstead. And here comes Stanstead nonetheless. Try to back or pass across. Trailer couldn't get anything back to number 16, Emma Lintner. And she'll get it far side. Now she finds it coming down the slot. That was deflected on the way through off the shot of Labonte. They're setting it up nicely. We just can't get it home. Actually, I think it was Moseley with the shot. I stand corrected. 13, not 23. Back up top with 20 seconds to go in the period. There's the long wrist shot. Duffer is there with another save. That one came from Labonte. The left-handed shot. 15.9 on the clock. Illinois can't quite control that draw. Puck stays in the zone. Levante way out. Duffer, rebound was there. Couldn't quite poke it in, however. It was Lebrecht on the doorstep. One more quick opportunity outside of the net that time. Stanstead ends the period with a flurry, but it stays 2-1 after one. Yeah, second period about to begin here at 3M Arena at Mariucci. Team Illinois has one. Stanstead College has two. Going left to right will be Team Illinois. As I believe we just had kind of have a wide shot here at the moment. Another shot, Duffner with a save. My name is Mike Cook. Jason Hetland, our camera guy, had to step away just for a few moments. Hopefully we'll be back shortly. We'll get this thing rolling here from 3M Arena at Mariucci. (2-1) Stanstead as we get rolling here in period number 2. Laurie Aubin with the goal. And then Dill tied it up with a really nice shot from the goal line for Team Illinois before Charlie Pampelon answered for Stanstead. Puck back out to neutral, poked in Lily Vansalo. As we say that, we're going to have a hooking call. This one will go against number 18 for Stanstead. That's Morgan Barbosa, the Connecticut College commit. First power play opportunity of the game for Team Illinois. This penalty coming at 1:21 of the second period. Face off just to the right of D'Alessandro. And they're going to get that one on the clear that time, are the Stanstead College varsity squad. Illinois brings that one in, or tries to bring it in that way. Number 25 was Nev Johnston. And all the way back down, Team Illinois, actually not quite all the way down, Southcott and Team Illinois forced to regroup. And again, Stanstead able to just poke that one in with 2 minutes gone by here in the second. Stanstead holding that 2-1 lead. Illinois across just behind the trailer coming in was Heiser from the side. It was just a hair behind her. Dill with a shot, and that's her second of the night. A riser from the right circle. And it's 2-2. Time of this game-tying goal, 2:17 of the second. Okay, just a rising shot that it looked like it fooled D'Alessandro just a little bit. Might have been deflected on the way otherwise. We'll have to wait for the official scoring report to come across. By the way, shots in that opening period were 16-6 in favor of Stanstead. On the live game feed to update with whoever got that goal. We'll let you know when we do find out. So 2-2 our score. Just over 3 minutes gone by. Stanstead able to knock that one out of the zone. They can actually. It's Team Illinois, I should say, coming the other way. They'll dump it all the way down, make a 4-player change does Team Illinois. Trying to keep that one in. That was Bryant along the far half wall, just poking it down below the net. And we've got a penalty upcoming. We've got to hook the infraction. The guilty party is going to be, looks like it's going to be Nev Johnston for Team Illinois. This one coming 3:51 of this second period. One for one on the power play is Stanstead. Trying to make a couple of moves. Duffer with those saves again. Looks like Dill's goal, the single assist, is going to go to Nev Johnson on that power play tally in the second period, early in this second period. And that goes high over the net, off the plexiglass. Back across, opportunity. Couple of opportunities there, couldn't quite connect it with Stanstead. And Maria Duffer and Team Illinois stay tied. Not for long. Nothing Duffer could do on that one on the cross-ice pass. Charland absolutely buried that one. And it is now 3-2 for Stanstead. Nice cross-ice pass. Again, almost the entire net to shoot at. And just did not miss. That's her second goal in as many games. 3-2. Charland from Tremblay will be the official scoring on that. And Aubin actually gets an assist as well. So less than 3 minutes after Illinois tied it again, Stanstead responds. And Stanstead, the pressure again. Long shot. Duffer let that one go to the side. With Antonio Thune from way out for Stanstead. Team Illinois going to control in the neutral zone. Dump it in. This time is number 17, Jordan Heffernan. Heffernan goes in 1-on-2, loses the puck. Stanstead's going to come out the other way, but loses the puck in neutral. And just going to dump that one back in. Does Stanstead. 14:05 to go in this second period. 3-2 Stanstead. Tremblay tries to circle out from in the offensive zone, and she back to the point, couldn't keep that one in. They are going to say icing actually on that one. I thought Tremblay got a piece of it back at the blue line. Officials with the stripes disagree, and we've got ourselves a face-off going to come back in the team Illinois end. I said with 13:50 to go in this second period. A quick puck drop that time by the official. About to keep that one in far side. Nope, poked it out that time. Did number 44, Sophia Berg for Illinois. And Illinois back into the offensive zone. That puck's going to go to the side of the cage off the end boards, and near side wall it comes. Kept in by Coomer right at the blue line for Team Illinois. And try to get that long outlet pass. They got it. Here's Tremblay. Tremblay couldn't get around. She tried to get around. That was Coomer. Nice defensive play by Audrey. Audrey's going to be going to Chatham as well. You mentioned Maya Katragad will be doing that as well. Everybody stays on sides. Is going into the zone is Chloe Ahrens. And getting a clean break. Stanstead. Look home shot. Duffer hangs on to that one. Hit right where it says Illinois in the front of that sweater. And Emily Labonte is denied a goal. Emily, who's going to play for Merrimack in 2 seasons.
Saw the Illinois girl. He's going to the ER.
And we've got a whistle because we've got another infraction. This time, going to go again. Oh, wrong penalty box. No. Got to make sure you're sitting on the right side over there. That's Maria LaForge, the guilty party. And I think it was a slash that got called. Bottom line, another power play opportunity for Team Illinois. All the way down in the Team Illinois zone. Team Illinois can make a nice move out of their own zone here on the power play. And there's Southcott. She'll circle with the puck in her own end. Up to Dill. Dill's got a couple already today. Can she get the Hattie? One of the storylines to follow as we go along in the rest of this hockey game. Physicality along the boards. And there's Dill once again. She shot it from there last time. And she went top shelf on the previous one. That one stays low, and the save is made with 1:09 to go in the Team Illinois advantage. Team Illinois a little too far, deflected off the stick of Rose. Dill comes in. The puck did not get out, and it doesn't matter because they actually clear it now this time with 45 to go. Aggressive Tremblay on the forecheck. I'm not sure Illinois expected her to be coming down like that, but she did. Tremblay, that shot high and wide of the net. 33 to go for the advantage. Team Illinois. Long outlet pass. Here's Dill. He'll just backhand that one into the zone. Hop over the boards. Grace Taylor, one of the two players that jump over for Team Illinois. I thought Audrey Coomer was the other. Man, kind of got through everybody. And actually, first player there is going to be Emma Lintner for, that was for, I should say, Stanstead. Berta Moseley was coming down the slot, couldn't quite connect on that one. As we are back at full strength, 5-on-5. Moseley halfway home in this one. It's 3-2 Stanstead. Delayed penalty upcoming on Team Illinois. And this one will be a hook. Sounds like Jillian Matke, by the way. It's going to be a shoulder issue. Will not be returning to this game. It sounds like what we're hearing. So, not a break, they think. Word has it. This penalty or power play. And Duffer is there, makes the save. A couple of red sweatered players right on the doorstep for Stanstead. 1:41 to go in the advantage for Stanstead. Stanstead College varsity. Stanstead QC, which I presume means Quebec because it is in Canada. Long blast. Rebound is there, and it's a goal. Sprawling across is Charlotte Lebrecq. Power play goal for 2 Stanstead. Time of that one will be 10:35. Stanstead, third power play goal of the afternoon. If I'm not mistaken, that is 3 for 3 on the power play for Stanstead. LaForge looks like will be getting an assist on that one. Maylee LaForge. She's going to be playing at Dartmouth. Makes it 4-2. Oh, got to shut the penalty box door on the far side. Yeah, I wouldn't want somebody falling through there. Five on five we play. Team Illinois probably, I don't want to say in desperate need of the next goal, but would definitely tremendously help their cause. Instead, it's Stanstead back into the zone, back across. Quick turnaround, quick shot. That was blocked by traffic. And puck back out to center ice where Sharp turns and goes. After we've got a whistle. And I believe we've got an offside. All the penalties in this game, I had to look at the officials, make sure they weren't pointing at somebody to tell them, hey, go to the penalty box. Tremblay in front, centered it. Team Illinois able to get that one out of the zone. And Stanstead forced to regroup. Far side Stanstead looks like to bring it in. 3-on-3. That didn't work out well because Illinois came out. They tried to get Barr leaking out of the zone. And kept in that time, Morgan Barbosa. Turn quick shot. Fuller, or Duffer, I should say, able to steer that one aside. Here's Barbosa with the opportunity. Back up top. LaForge. Kept in. Nice defensive play, or Emily Labonte. Actually, we call it a defensive play in the offensive zone. Keeping that puck in for Stanstead. Quick shot. Duffer never got through to her. And good pressure continued on by Stanstead. They've gotten the last 2 goals of this hockey game after Illinois tied it early in this period on the second of 2 goals by Caitlin Dill. Force regrouping deep in their zone. Stop. I like the aggressiveness that time by Chloe Ahrens to come in and force the play that time. Not the prettiest entry, but it did get in. LaForge leading the way that time. Trying to break it out. Taylor, they couldn't connect with her for Illinois. And number 20, River Kirk. Right in front of the Illinois bench. A couple of players, and it's going to be ultimately coming away with it. Will be number 18, Morgan Barbosa. Opportunity shot. Duffer watches that go by. Opportunity again that time for Stanstead. Oh, that was a dangerous one that goes left lane there, but it was cleared by Coomer. Stanstead definitely taking control, and Duffer wisely hanging on to that one to try and slow things down a little bit. Stanstead putting on the pressure. Already up by 2. This game was 2-1. Stanstead after 1. As we said, Dill got her second early in this period. And then a couple of power play goals put us where we are now. Stanstead 3 for 3 with the advantage. Dill backhand that one around. Kept in by number 16, Lintner. Albeit briefly, far side coming down the line. That's Bryant. Steered aside by D'Alessandro. Just a nice job, though, by Stanstead. They're just getting players on the puck defensively so quickly. And they'll break out of their own zone, will Stanstead. The puck was tipped just outside the blue line, so there is no icing. And back down it goes. This puck would get there. Doesn't matter because Stanstead got there first. And we'll play on with just over 5 minutes to go in this second period. Again, they will resurface after this frame. Everybody stays on side for Stanstead. Nice move that time. Another nice move, Tremblay. Got 2, couldn't get 3. Back across, there's another opportunity. Duffer, Stonewall, Charland. Charland had that third goal. Auburn kind of got in behind the defense there. It could not complete a pass to her house. All the way down. Puck was tipped on the way out. Officials very clearly and loudly let him know that there was no icing. Big change for Team Illinois. And going to lead the rush in that time is Charland for Stanstead. Illinois tries to get that one out. Tipped on the way out. No icing. D'Alessandro comes out to play that puck. Inside 4 to go in this period. Numbers in favor of Stanstead into the zone. potentially a 4-on-2. Nice defensive play that time, and we got a little extra checking there. Coomer, I should say, we'll call it a bump. I guess that wasn't a check, they didn't call it. But Coomer got a hit on Dior Stringer, who had led the rush in that time for Stanstead. Stanstead just dumping that one back. They'll try to get a little dump and chase this time down the ice. They were making a change up behind the play as well in terms of the bodies. Wide open on that far side. They'll shoot from there. Duffer, glove, save. We said last game of the day for Stanstead. Team Illinois is scheduled to play the Minnesota Ice Cougars. I believe it's 8 o'clock start. Knock shot, that goes wide. Duffer might have got a piece of that with her blocker on the way through. Boy, they really like getting over to that 21 Zoe Charlin on that left circle. Third side to Alessandro. And here they come once again. Stanstead into the corner. They change up a few as the play enters the offensive zone. Whistle because we've got a penalty. Holding this time. And let's see who goes to the box with 2:31 left in the period. And it appears to be Natalia Chenier, number 11. So we'll be sitting for Stanstead. Just the second penalty of the game for Stanstead. Illinois did score on their power play opportunity previously. That was Dill with a rising shot from the right circle. Deflected away as Illinois tried to get that one to pass over to the left circle. Here's Kirk. Send it across for defensive partner. Long shot through traffic, never got there. And out they come. Opportunity for the break. And just a diving stop to slide that puck ahead was Lebrecht. Thought she scored her goal, and it's a shorty this time for Stanstead. 5-2. I was going to say Lebrecht with that dive. That's how she scored the fourth goal. Yeah, now we've got a shorty. And was it Lebrecht again? I didn't see the actual goal. We'll wait for the official posting. Bottom line is it's a shorty at 18:03. And indeed it is going to be Lebrecht. Lintner with the assist. And they're going to give Maylee LaForge, I should say, one as well. So LaForge has a couple of assists in this one, both on the last two goals. I believe a timeout was taken by Team Illinois, who has a power play of 1:27 remaining. But it's been 3 straight goals for Stanstead, the college varsity girls prep out of Stanstead, Quebec. That was last goal. That was just a good hustle play by Lebrecht, getting it out of the zone, passing it forward, and then up on her skates and come back in to score. Can Team Illinois get one here with the player advantage? Would be huge for some momentum going into that third period to be down by just 2 and not 3. Rose at the half wall. Uses the puck on the battle that time to Moseley. And we've got another penalty upcoming. And this one is going to be against Stanstead as well. Delayed call. And it's going to be a cross check. That means 46 seconds of a two-player advantage upcoming for Team Illinois as number 19, Antonia Thum, goes to the box. So what were we just saying about getting some momentum, getting a goal and maybe some momentum into the third? Well, two-player opportunity for 46 seconds. It would be a great way to help with that. Shot. Oh, I thought she was going to shoot from the left dot. That puck is loose in the crease. That puck is now in the net. I believe it's going to be Coomer coming in to poke home that rebound. And Illinois gets within 5-3 on that power play goal. With 65 seconds left in the period. Took just 11 seconds of the two-player advantage for Illinois. Minute to go, second period. As we said, they will run the Zamboni after this period expires. Leading the rush this time is number 7, Kiera Barr. Barr, who they tried to get her on a long outlet pass earlier. Couldn't quite connect to send her in alone. There's Dill. Just that she's got a couple. D'Alessandro, I'm not sure if she saw that, but the save was made. That puck came through traffic. 16 seconds to go in this period. Of course, the power play does carry over for Team Illinois. Possible one last rush. Aaron's trying to lead it. Dill, opportunity, quick shot. Oh, couldn't get a good one off. But Team Illinois will have 44 seconds of a power play when that third period starts, which, there we go. Now the Zamboni doors are starting to open at the north end here of 3M Arena at Mariucci. We'll take a break. Third period action coming up. 5-3 Stanstead leading Team Illinois. Welcome back. 3M Arena at Mariucci is the site. 20 minutes are on the clock as we are underway in this third period of action between Stanstead and Team Illinois. Shots that period, by the way, were 19-7 in favor of Stanstead, so that's 35-13 for the hockey game. By the way, on that Coomer goal, assist went to Kiera Barr and Chloe Ahrens for Illinois. That was the goal, 18:55 on the power play. And speaking of the PP, there's 25 seconds left in a player advantage for Team Illinois. Looking to make this a one-score hockey game if they can with the advantage early in this period. And they nearly do, but D'Alessandro gets the glove down on that quickly. With 11 seconds left in the player advantage. And we are back at full strength. Stanstead kills off that one. And we play on at 5-3. Minute gone by in this third period. Team Illinois coming through with a full head of steam was Kiera Barr, but she lost the puck at center. And in comes the Stanstead Collegiate Varsity group from Stanstead UC in Canada. Faceoff will be to the right of Maria Duffer. Maria's been a very busy young lady in that net. She's 35 shots. 5 have gone by. And of those 5, I don't know if you can really blame her on any of them. Just good pressure by Stanstead. JWHL action. We'll take a little bit of a break after this hockey game, and we've got a couple coming up at 6 o'clock and another one coming up 8 o'clock yet tonight here local time from the U of M in Minneapolis. On a cold Minneapolis. 5 below, I think I just saw, was the outdoor temp. That'll be the high today most likely here in the Twin Cities. I would say the next goal is huge. Stanstead gets it, a 3-goal lead. May that be too much for Team Illinois to overcome? We'll find out. It was Tremblay, number 8 for Stanstead. Battle into the zone. Here comes the red-sweatered Stanstead squad. That's Tremblay. Looking around. She's got up top. Will she go back to the point? Nope. Tremblay will keep it. Tremblay will circle all the way around. Left dot center to cross. Couldn't quite connect. I think that was Lauren. Was that Zoo her intended target? I believe it was number 7 in red. I believe first time we've called Lauren's name this game. We'll work on that rhyme thing. Back in front, Team Illinois with an opportunity. Couldn't connect. Kirk was coming down the slot there for the Team Illinois. And we'll just dump that one back in. Ava D'Alessandro steers that one aside for Stanstead. She had 10 saves through 2 periods. Right angle shot that time. That's going to go all the way down and all the way around and all the way down. But shot by a Team Illinois player. So no icing on the play. Stan said they do stay onside That was close to being an offside, but the official right there on the blue line. Kept that one in. Zanin. Or Zonin. I keep wanting to say it used to be a guy named Greg Zanin played for the Wild. I keep getting that, but it's Zonin. Keisha Zonin. Class of 2027. Where's number 9 for Stanstead? Off the skate of an Illinois player. Stanstead will try this once again. Labonte sends across ice. LaForge, her defensive partner. Backhand, no, cutting across that time. Duffer there to make the save on Tremblay. And that one goes wide of Duffer. Grace Taylor down low for Illinois. With 5 minutes gone by in this third. Still a 5-3 game is centered in front. Taylor was there. That puck is loose. Kicked around. Unable to do so. Barr was tied up by a couple of defenders right in front. Good opportunity for Team Illinois to potentially get within one. Taylor pokes that ahead. Far side. Aarons. That goes wide of the cage, but hustling in is Bryant. Taylor down low. Turnover in front. Aaron's backhand. Rebound is there and it's in. 5-4. Well, you just had a sense that was coming the way Team Illinois is putting on some pressure all of a sudden. Not sure if it was Bryant that got it. Looks like first player down the line is Grace Taylor. Well, if Bryant didn't get it, she surely would have an assist, I believe. Well, I stand corrected. They're going to say Taylor has that goal, and they're going to say it's unassisted. Okay, officially. But Bryant and others were all around that net, putting pressure on D'Alessandro. And we've got ourselves a 5-4 hockey game. This game was 5-2 late in the second period in favor of Stanstead. And then a power play goal for Illinois and another one here, 5:41 into the third. Duffer watches that one go aside off of her right pad. Johnson going to lead the rush for Team Illinois. And Zonin able to control the puck, I should say, for Stanstead. That one's going to go deep into the zone off of Stanstead's player attacking. Illinois backhands that one out. It's just going to be picked up by Humes. Turnover that time instead. No, they're going to get it back this time. This is going to be Kirk as we're inside 13 to go in the third. Kirk down low. Tied up by, I believe that's Thum in there for Stanstead. And 4-on-3 if they hurry. And they're just going to wait for a fifth member to get on the ice for Stanstead. That shot, Duff hit through Tuffer. That might have caught a little iron on the outside. Thought I heard a little bit of a ping echoing through Mariucci Arena. Or, sorry, 3M Arena at Mariucci. Who are we to forget corporate sponsorship? Got to pay the bills, you know. Face-off will be to the left of Maria Duffer. Sage Ruback, the other goalie on Team Illinois. Feeling they might see her in the net later tonight when Team Illinois takes on the Minnesota Ice Cougars. Couldn't get a shot off that time on the pass across. Labonte. Illinois tries to poke that one in, but Labonte, nice job of getting back defensively to get in the way of Team Illinois' progress. That puck was tipped, no icing. And here comes Southcott for Illinois. Back in past Dill. Catherine Dill, Caitlin Dill, first 2 goals of the game for Team Illinois. Quickly up on her skates was Heffernan, able to get things started for Illinois into the zone. And here comes Aubin. Aubin, number 14 in red. She opened this scoring way back in the first period with a power play goal. Delayed penalty upcoming, and it's going to be a trip. And I believe Stanstead will be on the power play once again, where they are 3 for 3 thus far. As Ellie Close going to sit for Illinois. .848, time of the infraction. Just double checking my notes here to make sure they are indeed 3 for 3 on the power play, and indeed they are. Chance for a little more breathing room for Stanstead. Tremblay is going to circle around. Is it going to be a give and go? It is not. They're going to walk it back out. Shot. Duffer, easy save there. Read that well off the stick of Charlin. Charlin's got one earlier this game as well. Kept in that. Yes, it will be kept in as it bounced around. Now it will not be out as Team Illinois pokes that one down. Kira Barr thought about going all the way down to the goal line to chase that puck. Did not. But she'll go attack the offensive player who sends, pass it back to Tremblay. Tremblay's going to try to go end to end almost. Tremblay, backhand save. Nice job, Duffer, all over that, and a little help from her friends to get Tremblay out of the way, who was whacking away at that puck. Big save by Maria Duffer. Mentioned earlier, she's a Stonehill commit. Halfway through this power play for Stanstead. Little pitch and catch up top. Back across. That was Lintner, couldn't quite control it. 16 in red. And Illinois is able to squeak that one out. The Forge had to stop at the blue line, but just enough momentum to get across the blue line. Was that little black circular thing they call a puck. Trying to work their way in front. That was a little give and go. I think Mosley was looking to come down the slot, get a pass back. Didn't work out. There's a shot and a goal. Lintner on the power play at the 10:30 mark. And this game for Team Illinois has just simply become stay out of the penalty box. That's now 4 for 4 for Stanstead. Nine and a half to go, 6-4. Keisha Zonin getting an assist on that goal. And they're going to give Julia Sharp one as well. So Lintner with the goal. Zonin and Sharp the assists. And we got a whistle. Four, puck out of play. I was going to say, don't tell me we have another penalty this game. Nope. We got to get that puck on the ice. Kind of an important item to have during a hockey game is a hockey puck. Yeah, good call. You could put a tennis ball on the ice. Yeah. Jason with a good idea there. Oh, I'm liking it. Oh, that one's going to go in. Alessandro, it got handcuffed on that one. 6-5. Illinois gets back within one just 30 seconds later. Long shot from way out, and it just handcuffed the netminder. Chloe Ahrens with the long shot. Assist to Kiara Barr and number 2, Grace Taylor. $11 goals. I think this is the highest scoring game we've had of all the games thus far. Rebound is there. And Alessandro somehow, she had it. I'm not sure she knew she had it. With 8:40 to go here in the third in a 6-5 hockey game. Stanstead trying to hang on in this one. Team Illinois looking to get the equalizer. Opportunity 2-on-1 potential. Stanstead down the shot. That was just wide. Lori Aubin looking to go far corner. She had a teammate down there with her. Might have been better to cross or pass that one across, but Aubin took the shot. And Duffer watched to go high and wide, but the puck stays in the zone. All the way down. D'Alessandro will just stop that. Well, they caught the long outlet pass. They got Team Illinois on a change. Tremblay opportunity. Duffer all over that one. Back in front. It's Sophia Phillips for Pacific a couple games ahead. What is it? 50. Ended up with 37 stops in 2 periods. Didn't let one in for Pacific, but they still came up on a 4-1 short end. But Duffer's kind of reminding me of Phillips. Just feels like nothing's going to get past her at this point. You make a couple of saves like those to keep your team just 1 goal down. One may say Duffer is in the zone. Who said shots on goal were very lopsided coming into this period. It was 35-13 Stanstead. I would guess Stanstead's got to be pushing that 50 mark by this point of period number 3. And that's shots on goal, not shot attempts. And this will be an icing. Face off to Duffer's right. Here's Tremblay once again. Another move. Another save. You can hear the cheers from Team Illinois' bench. And they've got maybe a couple of dozen fans here as well inside 3M Arena. That puck, I thought that got out. Official right there to make the call that it was good. That got blocked on the way through. I think it was Berg that got in the way of that attempt. Physicality far side we play on. Tremblay once again. And once again, it's Duffer with a save. Goaltender Duffer definitely keeping Team Illinois in this one. And they've done just enough offensively. Just down by 1 goal after Aaron's scored at the 11-minute mark. Well, that was just over 3 minutes ago. Illinois into the zone. D'Alessandro wisely stick down, glove on puck. Face-off comes to her left. As we said, coming up, there's 3 more JWHL games coming up. At 6 o'clock, both the Shattuck St. Mary's teams are playing. The 19U team will take on Naha White, and the Prep will be taking on Northwood. And then wrapping things up today with the Ice Cougars from Minnesota taking on this Team Illinois squad scheduled for 8 o'clock. And just 1 game tomorrow. Team Illinois is scheduled to play the Pacific Steelers. A 7:45 a.m. local start. I want to credit the JWHL officials with trying to get some of these teams out of Minneapolis because of the bad weather that's going to be likely expected to hammer kind of the northeast and the east coast of the United States over the next few days. You know, the Washington Pride, I think we were told they left their hotel at like 4 a.m. this morning to catch a flight back to our nation's capital. There's Taylor. There's Taylor from Team Illinois. Team Illinois based in Addison, Illinois. Tremblay, 1-on-4. She'll pass it off. Quick shot. Right pad save. Tougher. Oh, bad turnover potential. Instead, it's going to be leading the rush out was Vanslow. Haven't called her name in a while for Team Illinois. It's a contact at the red line as we creep inside 4 minutes to go. Sonnen down low and hanging on, and we've got a little collision with our own teammate, but Duffer hangs on. She and it looks like Addison Lutke. Or no, I think that it was Coomer, 79. Looking to just kind of make sure her netminder had the puck, and they ran into one another. That shot blocked in front by Jordan Heffernan. Heffernan are along the boards. Potential 2-on-1 as Heffernan gives chase down that left side off the inboards. 24 down there is Kendra Heiser as well for Team Illinois. That puck back out to neutral. Tipped. Will not be an ice. Zoe Charland in the leading the rush. And we're going to have a penalty upcoming on Team Illinois. Going to be an interference call. This one comes with 3:24 left. Coomer going to sit for Illinois. 16:36. Well, 4 power play goals thus far for Stanstead in 4 attempts. Dare you say 5 for 5 would unofficially end this one. They have a 1-goal lead here with 3:24 to go. Moves on and back over. LaFord shot. That goes high. Back up top. Is on and LaForge again. Far side, quick shot. And Duffer's on that one. Good puck movement by Stanstead. Just can't get it past Maria Duffer. Lintner will draw. She scored the last power play goal for this squad. And we've got a penalty upcoming. It's going to be an interference call. And we're going to go 4 aside. Stanstead looking like, what? What happened? I think they're calling Lintner. And Lintner's like looking around like, what? Me? What did I do? Must admit I was following puck. Did not see the call, but the officials are on that one. So interference call at 17:05. 4-on-4 for 132. And then they'll leave Team Illinois just under 30 seconds of power play potential. A little more room on that ice now with two players gone. Circling low. Team Illinois does such a good job of just collapsing defensively. They're just not letting Stanstead get into those prime scoring opportunities for the most part. It has happened, but here's Barr for Illinois. Barr loses that puck at center. Going the other way. Stanstead is Lebrecht. And we've got another penalty upcoming. And this one is going to be also on Stanstead. Taylor's just going to dump this around. It'll be touched, and we'll get our whistle with 2:01 to go. Well, Stanstead not exactly finishing with a flurry. As another player goes to the box. And it's going to be Lebrecht. Didn't see the call. I'm going to guess, though, it's an interference or a hold or something. Quick shot, looking for that equalizer. Team Illinois, it's 4-on-3 advantage. "26 seconds, and it'll be a 5-on-3 advantage for Team Illinois. 1:39 to go. That one goes off the skate of Labonte to the corner. That one's shot all the way down. Duffer forced to play that behind her net. And 5-on-3 hockey begins for 28 seconds. Team Illinois wheeling through the zone. There's Kirk. Nino D'Alessandro would love to make a big save to atone for that kind of bad fifth goal. And 12 to go on the two-player advantage. In front, backhand across. Couldn't get anything doing. 1 minute to go in the third. And we are now down to 5-on-4 hockey. As Stanstead gets one player back. Basically, this power play will last until the final horn. And that one out of the zone. Stanstead. Team Illinois, a little move there at the blue line. Stanstead able to poke that one out. Opportunity, Aubin. If nothing else, she's taking time off that clock. Aubin trying to go to the forehand. Rebound is there, and a face-off will be in the Team Illinois zone with 22.8 seconds left. Timeout taking by Team Illinois. This game has been, like we said, it was a 5-2 Stanstead lead. Illinois got within 5-4, then Stanstead 6-4. 6-5, 30 seconds later. And we've been sitting on that 6-5 score for over 8.5 minutes. Right now there's 22.8 seconds left in the third. Or dare you say regulation. Both teams gathered around their respective benches. Bernie Pym and Matthew Chan, the coaches for Stanstead. Sonia Sanda, the boss for Team Illinois. Face-off will be in the Team Illinois zone. Trying to see who they have out there right now. You've got Barr, Coomer. Trying to see who else is out there. Looks like number 16 is Dill, who said she had the hat, or they're going for the hat trick. Kept that one in. We're down to 12 seconds. Team Illinois has got to hurry. Long outlet pass, and Stanstead just going to be able to loot that. And we've got a checking penalty upcoming if they touch the puck, and we're going to get the horn instead. And Stanstead will hang on for a 6-5 entertaining win, as it turns out to be. For Stanstead, that'll be their last game here in the Twin Cities. Safe travels back to Quebec for them. Team Illinois, they will lace them up again at 8 o'clock tonight, and then they've got a game early tomorrow morning, 7:45. Coffee to be provided, I understand, for that one. So, as they're doing the final shots on goal, 45-23 Stanstead. But more importantly, 6-5 where it matters. Stanstead, your winner. Thanks for watching. This is JWHL Hockey.